All right, people. So what I just witnessed last night was one of the dumbest decisions I've ever seen this company make. I mean, they bring back somebody like Goldberg, and they totally just waste him. He's in matches that aren't even 1 minute long. I mean, this is a total disgrace to wrestling. A guy who shows up for 1 week to cut a fucking promo during the whole feud between him and Owens. You know, he cut 2 promos. Is given the belt. I mean, give me a fucking break. This is so now you have two part timers fighting for the belt at WrestleMania. I mean, this is so fucking dumb. When I saw this hat, I couldn't believe it. I mean, they couldn't fuck up anymore if they were trying to. I mean, it's like they're trying to make this company as worse as possible. So you have Goldberg beat Kevin Owens in like 30 seconds. I mean, it's really fucking dumb. I mean, why don't you just have fucking everybody come out and just start sucking Goldberg's cock? I mean, it's getting ridiculous now. So the person to dethrone Kevin Owens is not Seth Rollins, who's, you know, there well, I guess he's injured now, but, you know, the point is he's there every week. You know, it's not somebody who, you know, actually shows up to work every fucking week and, you know, works the live events and is on the road 300 days a year. No, it's fucking Goldberg, who's like 50 years old and only shows up when he wants to, only shows up a couple days out of the year. There you go. There's your state of WWE. It's full of part-timers. I mean, when I saw this, I mean, they couldn't have done any worse in the main event than this. I mean, it was clearly a 0 out of 5-star match. Oh, and Goldberg's holding up the kids, you know, holding up all the kids on his shoulders, and he loves the kids. How about me? How about me, huh? You know, the kids have everything. They get to sleep as long as they want. They get to fucking, all they gotta do is go to school. They don't have a job. They don't have to worry about any bills or anything like that. I'm the type of person Goldberg should be worried about. I'm the one. Everybody, you watching this video are the ones that Goldberg should be worried about. Not the fucking children. The children are fucking fine. They have their parents. They have no worries. It's the best it's the best point of their lives. How about me? I have stressors. How about me? How about you worried about me, WWE? I'm tired of the fucking kids. So this guy comes back. And he buries Brock Lesnar right off the bat, just like that. You know, everything they worked up to build up to Brock Lesnar, everything they gave Brock Lesnar is now thrown out the door pretty much. I mean, he just looked like a total fucking pussy with you know, being defeated by Goldberg, and then he goes on to Kevin Owens, and he just fucking again just buries Kevin Owens, the champion they've, you know, have not been building up the last, you know, however long he's had the belt. They've done a terrible job building him up. You know, he's your champion. He's the person your show should be built around. You're going to give him the belt. You should be building the show around him. But no, it's all about that fucking idiot Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns, the show's centered around him. You know, if you're so high on Roman Reigns, why don't you give the belt to that motherfucker then? Although I hate him, you know, going by their logic, if you love him so much, why don't you just give him the belt? Answer: he's not good. He sucks. That's why they don't give him the belt. But they like to keep him around, and they like to squeeze him into the main event, and he somehow weasels his way right back into the main event every fucking time. So they did a terrible job of building up Owens. He was getting his ass kicked every week. Then on top of that, they broke up Owens and Jericho, which was a big mistake, despite what people might say about that. Oh, it was a great moment. No, it wasn't a great moment. Owens and Jericho were very good together. They should not have broken them up. And then on top of that, on top of those two big blunders, you get the cherry on top, which is really more than a cherry on top, because this was the biggest blunder of them all. They put somebody like Goldberg. I mean, fuck Goldberg. I mean, he has single-handedly ruined this company, along with Roman Reigns, over the past 6 months. I mean, those two have been the two most people who have ruined this company. And I'm not really particularly mad at Goldberg per se, but more at Vince McMahon and this dumb fucking creative. I mean, this creative team are some of the least intelligent people I've seen in my life. I mean, the show they put together is just so horrible. You think they're trying to fuck it up. I mean, I'm watching the show. I watched about half the show last night, and I'm watching the matches they're putting out to us. the big shit versus Rusev. I mean, who the fuck wants to watch that piece of shit? Who the fuck wants to sit down for 10 minutes and watch that? And then on top of that, they give you the match before that was Jinder Mahal versus some fucking jobber, who Cesaro. I mean, who the fuck wants to see that match? Jinder Mahal versus, I don't want to see it. Who wants to waste a half an hour of their lives watching those two piece of shit matches that nobody cares about? Then after I watched like the first 3 matches, I fast forward to the main event. And Owens is just wandering around for like 5 minutes before the match. A total waste of time. They're just trying to pass time, I guess, to make it seem like the main event wasn't really 20 seconds long, when it really was. They're trying to make it seem longer. So then Jericho comes out, distracts Owens, and then the spear and the jackhammer. I mean, these matches are ridiculous. He's been in 2 matches that have been 20 seconds long. I mean, do you realize how dumb that is? On a so-called wrestling show, he's fucked up the main events for Survivor Series, and he's fucked up the main event for now Fastlane. I mean, do you realize how dumb that is? To have a main event that's 20 seconds long like that? I mean, it's just so depressing to put so much time into, watching this shit and reviewing it on my YouTube channel and paying this fucking $9.99 a month, and then to be handed garbage like this. I mean, it's just so frustrating. So spear, jackhammer. Oh, he's a champion. Goldberg, after 12 years, is a champion. Like, he's celebrating with the kids. How about me? How about you put me on your shoulders, Goldberg? Because like I said, I'm the one you should be worried about. I'm the one who has to, take care of this lovely car I'm doing my video in, and pay, the hundreds of dollars for insurance and the hundreds of dollars for repairs and oil changes, and, pay for books at school and pay for all these other fucking expenses. Kids don't have to worry about that. Don't worry. The kids are fine. Worry about my needs. It would just be a slight, increase or slight decrease of stress in my life to see Owens, win and beat Goldberg. That would be just a slight thing to make my life a little bit more happy. But no, you got to put, and I mean, how ridiculous is it to have 2 part-timers fighting for the belt at WrestleMania? I mean, it's bad enough if you have one of them in there. Now you have 2 of them in there. I mean, this is just ridiculous. This is so fucking fucked up. I mean, it just shows WWE's inability to build new stars and to have faith in their new stars. I mean, this match should be a match between 2 people who are regularly there. I mean, you got so much talent on the roster that's wasted. I mean, you got Cesaro fighting fucking Jinder Mahal. I mean, what a disgrace. One of the most powerful, best wrestlers on the roster is fighting a throwaway garbage match that nobody wants to see versus Jinder Mahal. Meanwhile, you're bringing back Goldberg and putting him over Kevin Owens. I mean, it's just so frustrating, people. I mean, do you understand the frustration I feel right now? I'm sure you all feel it too, because I don't know who the fuck would want to see this Goldberg go over. I mean, you have Sami Zayn, another talent who's wasted. I mean, Sami Zayn and Cesaro have wrestled some of the greatest matches I've seen, and those 2 people are just wasted. Same thing with Kevin Owens. You fucked up his title reign by not putting him over anybody, and when he did win, it was by interference or cheating, and he was being laid out by Roman Reigns every week. That cancer, Roman Reigns. It's like a malignant cancer. Roman Reigns is the cancer, of WWE, and now you could classify Goldberg in that category too. I mean, it's just ridiculous. It's frustrating, and I said in my predictions video that I'm kind of excited to see what happens between Goldberg and Owens, but I'm at the same time, I'm worried that they're going to fuck up, because they always find a way to fuck shit up and leave it to Vince McMahon and his group of cronies in the creative team to fuck it up big time. I mean, you really fucked up, and you've set a complete dud for WrestleMania. I have no expectations for this match at Mania, which will probably be the main event. I mean, if this is the main event, what a shit ass main event this is. I mean, you put 2 part-timers in the main event. I mean, what a fucking load of shit that is. Like I said, you have so much talent on this roster now. So much talent coming in from the independent scenes. You know, but they choose not to use it. They choose to use has-beens whose prime occurred 15 years ago. So I don't want to go on forever. I'll probably talk more about it in my Fastlane review. Like I said, I gotta watch the show first. I'm sure it'll be a bunch of shit, just like what I've already watched was. I think I watched the first 3 matches in the main event. So it's just depressing. That's just a word to sum it up, depressing. But it's not even a word to sum it up entirely, because depressing doesn't show how just fucked up the creative direction is in this company, and the decision making is in this company, because it's fucked up big time. So that's all I gotta say, people. I don't want to go on for a half hour or anything like that, but I mean, let me know what you think. I mean, do you agree with me that this decision was fucked up? Because it really is. So yeah, as you could tell, I'm very mad at this decision. I mean, it couldn't have gone any worse. The main event could not have gone any worse. I mean, how do they fuck up so bad? Like I said, it's almost like they're trying to fuck up. I mean, they just pick the wrong choice like every fucking time. So there you go, people. There's my thoughts on Goldberg winning there. Just a totally horrible decision. So there you go, people.